Have you ever gotten out of bed and felt like every joint in your body was creaking? Maybe your back's a little stiff, your legs don't move quite like they used to, or your shoulders feel tight after just a few minutes of sitting. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Aging brings a lot of beautiful things: wisdom, perspective, freedom, but it also brings tight muscles, slower movements, and a little more effort just to feel comfortable in our own bodies. But here's the good news: it doesn't have to be that way. You don't need to be a yoga master, spend hours in the gym, or do anything extreme. What you do need is just a few minutes a day to move, stretch, and loosen up those muscles. It's not about getting younger, it's about feeling younger. And that's exactly what this video is all about. We're going to talk about how simple daily stretches, ones you can do right at home, can make a dramatic difference. These aren't complicated moves or routines made for the young and flexible. These are realistic, gentle, and effective stretches designed for people over 60, backed by experts and real results. Let's start with something most of us feel every day: tightness in the lower back. It's one of the most common complaints I hear from seniors, and it's no wonder. Years of sitting, bending, lifting, and even sleeping in awkward positions can all take a toll. But there's a very simple stretch that can help unlock that stiffness. Imagine lying on your back and slowly bringing one knee up to your chest, holding it there as you breathe deeply. That gentle movement helps lengthen the lower spine, ease tension, and improve circulation. And best of all, it feels good. Now let's talk about shoulders. Our shoulders carry a lot, both physically and emotionally. Over time, they tighten and the range of motion gets smaller. Reaching up to a high shelf, or even brushing your hair, can feel harder than it used to. One stretch I love is simply rolling the shoulders back in slow, controlled circles, then gently clasping the hands behind your back and lifting them slightly. Just doing that for a few seconds opens the chest, relieves shoulder tension, and helps your posture. Speaking of posture, have you noticed how easy it is to slump? Maybe it's while watching TV, sitting at the computer, or just walking. Poor posture doesn't just look and feel uncomfortable, it can actually lead to long-term issues like balance problems and even digestion issues. One way to gently reset your posture is through a seated twist. Sit upright in a chair, place your hand on the opposite knee, and slowly turn your upper body while keeping your hips square. Breathe in, then exhale as you deepen the twist just a little more. You'll feel your spine lengthen and your core muscles engage, and over time, this helps you stand taller and move with more confidence. The best part of all this? You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need to go anywhere. All you need is your body, a little time, and a willingness to invest in yourself. Now that we've started loosening up the back and shoulders, and we've taken a moment to reset posture, let's keep going. With another area that often gets overlooked but plays a huge role in how you feel every day: your hips. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, my hips? I don't even move them that much anymore. And that's exactly the point. The less we move our hips, the tighter they become. And when your hips are tight, it affects everything, from how you walk, how you sit, even how you sleep. The simple solution? Just a few gentle hip stretches every day. One of the easiest things you can do is the seated butterfly. You don't even need to get down on the floor for this version. Sit tall in a chair, bring your feet together, let your knees fall open gently, and take a few slow breaths. You'll feel a soft stretch along your inner thighs and hips. Nothing forceful, just a release. It's surprising how good it feels after just 30 seconds. Next, let's talk about the neck. Oh yes, the neck. How often do we think about it until it starts hurting? Between reading, watching TV, looking at our phones, or just sleeping the wrong way, our necks carry a lot of tension. And that tension can lead to headaches, fatigue, and poor posture. But a few slow neck stretches can change that. Try this right now. Gently tilt your head to one side, like you're trying to touch your ear to your shoulder, without raising your shoulder. Hold it there. Breathe deeply. Then switch sides. Feels nice, doesn't it? Now turn your head slowly to look over your shoulder, pause, then go the other way. These stretches take under a minute and can melt away stiffness you didn't even realize you were holding. And since we're already paying attention to posture, let's not forget one of the most important but underrated parts of your body, your ankles and calves. These little powerhouses support you all day long, but they rarely get any love. Weak or tight ankles can make you feel unstable, and that's the last thing we want as we get older. A simple way to keep your ankles flexible is by doing gentle ankle circles. Sit down, lift one foot slightly off the ground, and make slow circles in the air with your toes. Go one direction, then switch. Do both feet. It may look small, but it improves your balance, circulation, and strength more than you think. And then there's the stretch I always recommend for ending the day. It's the full body reach. Stand tall, feet shoulder width apart, and slowly raise your arms up to the sky. Stretch your fingers as high as they go. Take a deep breath in, then slowly lower your arms as you breathe out. It helps reset your spine, release tension from your chest and shoulders, and gives you a little moment of calm and clarity. You see, what we're doing here isn't just about stretching muscles, it's about creating space. Space in your joints, your breath, your day, and your mind. Every time you stretch, you're giving yourself permission to slow down, check in, and reconnect with your body in a way that feels safe, gentle, and empowering. And before we wrap up this part, I want to remind you of something very important: consistency beats intensity. You don't need to do an hour of stretching. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up for 5 minutes, maybe 10. Maybe while you're waiting for your coffee to brew, or right before bed, or after your afternoon walk. A little bit each day adds up to a body that feels looser, lighter, and more alive. Stretching isn't about becoming flexible like a gymnast. It's about waking up every day with less stiffness, fewer aches, more energy, and more confidence in how you move through the world. So, if you've already started trying some of these stretches along with me, I'm proud of you. And if you're just listening and thinking about it, that's a great first step too. Now, let's take what we've learned so far and move deeper into our routine, focusing on stretching the back and spine, which truly is the center of everything. If you've ever gotten out of bed and felt like your back was made of wood, you're not alone. The spine supports every movement you make, from reaching for a cup to walking down the stairs. And as we age, spinal mobility can decline unless we intentionally care for it. But here's the good news: you don't need any fancy equipment or even a yoga mat to loosen up your spine. Something as simple as the seated twist can work wonders. Sit up tall in your chair, place your right hand on the outside of your left thigh, and gently twist your torso to the left. Keep your back straight, breathe deeply, and hold for a moment. Then repeat on the other side. It's a soft, comforting movement that helps realign your posture, ease tension in your lower back, and even aid digestion. Now let's shift focus to breathing. Yes, breathing. You might not think of it as a stretch, but deep, intentional breathing stretches the lungs and diaphragm, calms the nervous system, and increases oxygen flow, something our bodies crave more as we age. Most of us breathe shallowly without realizing it, which can make us feel more tired and anxious. Try this. Place one hand on your chest, the other on your belly. Take a slow breath in through your nose, feeling your belly rise. Hold it for a count of 3, then slowly exhale through your mouth. Do this a few times, and you might notice your shoulders relax, your jaw unclench, and your thoughts begin to slow down. This simple breathing stretch can be done anytime, especially before bed, to help you wind down and sleep more peacefully. And finally, let's talk about stretching not just the body, but the mind. Because when we stretch our bodies, we're also shifting our mindset away from limitation and toward possibility. Every stretch you do is a gentle message to yourself: I'm still here. I'm still strong. I still care about myself. It's not about how far you can bend or how flexible you are. It's about choosing, every single day, to move with intention, to take care of this body that has carried you through decades of life. A body that has done amazing things and still has so much more to give. I know that getting older comes with its fair share of changes and challenges. But aging doesn't mean giving up. It means finding new ways to feel good. And these daily stretches, these little rituals of self-care, can make all the difference. So if you're someone who's been waking up stiff, feeling a bit slower, maybe even avoiding certain movements out of fear or discomfort, please know this: you are not stuck. You are not broken. You just need to reconnect with your body, gently and consistently. Take 5 minutes in the morning to breathe, stretch your spine, roll your shoulders. Take 5 more in the evening to loosen your hips, move your ankles, or do a gentle reach. Before you know it, you'll stand taller. You'll walk with more ease. You'll feel more confident and alive. Because movement is life, and it's never too late to start moving again. Remember, this journey doesn't require perfection. It just needs patience. And a little trust in yourself. If today's video helped you, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know which stretch you tried, or which one you plan to do tomorrow morning. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video and hit subscribe for more ways to feel your best at any age. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to move with ease. And with just a few minutes a day, you absolutely can. Here's to feeling younger, looser, and more vibrant, starting today.